and welcome to this video. This is about feeling SAD, seasonal affective disorder, or depression, and this is 10 tips to improve your mood and well-being. So this video is going to be more about practical tips and things that could help you shift out of heavy states of feeling depressed or overwhelmed or sad. So this is part two. The first video I did was more covering the sort of psychological aspects and the detachment of the mental body from feeding the emotions. So I'll put a link down below if you'd like to check that video out as well. Okay, and that was about detaching from the heavier states through not getting too caught up in mental thought. So this video is more about practical tips, things that are very experiential, things that you can do to incrementally just shift out of the kind of heavier states that you might feel. Because sometimes when there's that heavy depression or feelings of sad or grief, it feels like, you're not inspired really to do anything, and you don't want to do anything. So I'm just going to share helpful tips that can help you shift out of that state. And it's something that came to me, and I call it units of inspired action. Units of inspired action. And really it's just things, little simple steps that is a step up from where you're feeling right now. So if you're feeling really heavy and depressed right now, it's about taking one little step, one baby step, to just change the frequency or the energy that you're feeling right now. So the first thing that I recommend is to go outside into nature, even if it's only for 20 or 30 minutes. And especially during the winter time when SAD is very prevalent because of the darkening of the days. The days are shorter and darker, so we're not getting exposure to as much sunlight and vitamin D as we normally would. So therefore it's really important to get out early in the day, twice a day if you can. But if you're just feeling like really down and you don't really want to do anything, taking a short walk for 20 or 30 minutes, and not trying to get rid of the mood, not trying to change it necessarily, but just doing that one thing, getting out, getting some fresh air and being exposed to the sunlight, seeing the birds, watching the wildlife, petting a dog, whatever it is, 20 to 30 minutes a day. So that's number one. Number two is to think of one simple thing that you can do that you normally enjoy. So let's say you're in the house and you're feeling really down and you don't want to do anything and you're just not really inspired. What is one simple thing that you could do? For example, watching a comedy, watching a movie, because watching an uplifting movie is going to shift the energy. It could be listening to a piece of music, a piece of favorite music. Even if you don't feel like it, because often when there's these depressive states, we don't feel like doing anything. You don't feel like you want to do anything. So what we're doing is we're consciously not playing into that. So we're consciously not playing into the feeling sense of I don't want to do anything. Okay, so we're actually kind of just doing something because it's of a different energy. And by doing that thing, what you're doing is taking one step to change the energy that you're in. So one simple thing could be that you're going to cook something in the kitchen, or you're going to go and post a letter, or you're going to go to the shops to pick up something that you need. Anything at all, but one simple thing, okay? Just one simple thing in that day. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 is take vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 is what we get when we're exposed to the sunlight, and it's been proven, scientifically proven, that vitamin D3 actually helps to enhance and improve our mood. So I recommend that you take a vitamin D3 supplement. And the other thing is that if you're not doing that, or well, I recommend that. But another thing that you can do is to expose yourself to infrared red light therapy. That actually gives you the infrared rays that we would normally get from the sunlight, and it's also been shown to enhance health and well-being. So all these things help improve our mood, especially when the days are darker. So another one is, like, because we've been in this time of COVID, there's been a lot of social restriction, and we're not getting out and seeing people. The sense of touch has been, not been in our experience for a lot of us. So what I recommend is getting out, and if you can, pet a dog. If you've got pets, great, spend time with your animals, because actually human touch is quite an important part of our social interaction. And if you can't do that, just give yourself a hug. Okay, so but human touch is quite important. Music, listening to music. So these are just some ideas. Watch comedy, make good food. Good food and diet is essential to our well-being and health, and our emotional and mental well-being. So if you don't feel like cooking, go to the shop and just buy one of the healthier ready-made meal options, because if we continue to eat junk food, because often when the mood is low, we'll make those choices to eat comfort food. But try to make healthier choices, even if it's a favorite comfort food, but chop some spinach in there, get some rainbow foods, get some raw foods in there. But greens especially are balancing and harmonizing to the nervous system. And if you can eat foods that are of nature, color, pomegranates, mangoes, fruits will really help to lift the mood. So good food, good diet is really important for balanced mental and emotional health. So the other one is just be okay with how you feel, don't judge. And the other video I did was all about that. So if you haven't watched that, the link's below to go and watch how that video on allowing these emotions to be there. We're not trying to get rid of them, but on a practical level, we're just shifting the energy, we're shifting the frequency by consciously choosing activities, i.e. units of inspired action is what I call them. And even if it's just a 30-minute period, 15 minutes, 30-minute period of doing something that you don't actually, excuse me, that you don't actually feel like doing, okay? Another thing you can do is just be there for someone else. Connect with a friend, reach out to someone else that needs upliftment. Offer to share a meal with a friend, invite someone around. Service to others is an important aspect of helping us get out of our own bubbles. So mentally we can be thinking about me, and woe me and all that stuff. So basically, by choosing to be of service to others, by making the effort to reach out to someone else that needs help, going and doing something for someone else is beneficial for us, and actually will probably give you a good boost, to help you feel a lot better. So that's my top tips for helping improve mood and well-being. And as I say, I call them units of inspired action. Even if you can just do one thing today, one 30-minute period where you just go out for a walk in nature, or you pick up your guitar, or you go and make something in the kitchen, or you take a bath, do one thing for yourself that is incrementally a feeling better thing to do, that will change the frequency and the energy. And it's not about, as I say, the other video addresses detaching from these feeling states. You're not that feeling state. You are the witness of that feeling state. But I think on a practical level, there are things that we can do that can just help to ease that transition back into a more balanced, more joyful state of being. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you well and lots of love. Bye for now.